NASA has admitted, at least publicly, since the Hubble telescope has been launched, and now we have the new James Webb telescope, that we are the oddballs in the universe, so to speak. Our solar system only has one star, which we call the sun, but most solar systems that we've been observing have double stars or triple stars, and we seem to be alone in that. So, as of right now, planet Earth is the only planet in our solar system that can support life as we know it. And NASA admits that Venus, Mars could have been inhabited or could have hosted life in the past. And let's not forget, there is evidence such as bacteria and other oddities that cannot be dismissed. And we cannot forget what is written in antiquity on our own planet in Vedic texts and Sumerian texts about what some people on YouTube call Maldek. So, what was Maldek? Maldek was a planet in our own solar system which exploded. And what's left of Maldek is supposedly our asteroid belt. NASA believes this to be a myth. They believe that the asteroid belt is what's left of our solar system forming. So I just want to put that out there, what the scientific community supposedly believes about this. Let's just make this clear. The Vedic and Sumerian texts detail the advanced civilization, and there's no dispute on the fact that civilizations such as the Greeks, the Romans, could see Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury without a telescope in our skies. No doubt about it. But would they be able to see Maldek if it existed? Perhaps. But let's give a different point of view to the disaster on Maldek. So, with my research, Maldek was a third-dimensional hellhole. It was crime-ridden. It was based on fear, conflict, everyone for themselves, war, corruption. Sound familiar? However, things were worse. Military service was mandatory. Paranoia was commonplace. They built a weapon of mass destruction, supposedly to defend themselves. They misused their technology, and one day, kaboom. All right. So another story I'm hearing is that Maldek was a colony from Orion. A bunch of refugees from Orion colonized the planet. And some people from Mars were inhabitants too. And people got along at first. And then there was nothing but conflict occurred. They couldn't graduate from planet Maldek. It was this pattern. So it's in the Vedic texts. It's mentioned in Sumerian texts. Stories. So NASA's explanation for why it's leftovers from the solar system is this. It would be 10%, 15%, the size of our moon, not big enough to be an actual planet, so to speak. But think about it. A planet explodes in our solar system. What's left is the asteroid belt. Would the asteroid belt be all that's left? There could have been bigger asteroids that hit things in our solar system. Let's look at Venus, for example. Let me use this as a case study. Venus is the only planet in our solar system that rotates in the other direction. It's been found on Venus that it has impact craters so big. I mean, huge. These impact craters would be bigger than what wiped out the dinosaurs. 50 times bigger. 100 times bigger. So were some of these so-called, did some of these chunks hit Venus in such a way that it changed its rotation, direction? Did it slow the planet down? Because it takes practically 8 Earth months for it to complete a entire rotation. So a day lasts about 8 Earth months. But it's over 220 days to complete a rotation around the sun. Interesting fact. And then, has anyone seen the Superman movies? Now, the story goes that Superman was born on Krypton. Its planet exploded. His parents sent him off to Earth. He gets adopted by an Earth family. And then Superman has these powers. he could fly and do all these otherworldly things, was the character of Superman based on the Maldek myths or stories, and they changed it around. So they also made comic books based on the Maldek story. It's been going around for a long time, and it's a very interesting topic. You can there's lots of videos on what happened to the planet. Much of this is channeled material. Some of it comes from Vedic texts, Sumerian texts, and other civilizations through antiquity. So I invite you to do your own research on this. The common denominator between all these stories is there was a weapon of mass destruction that they built. And another story that's been told was there was a war and the Orions blew the planet up. That's the only inconsistency with it. But they had a weapon of mass destruction on the planet, which caused it to explode. So there you have it. And I hope to see you next time.